Now we're ready to look at Unit 7, Lesson F, Surface Area of Rectangular Prisms. So the essential question for this lesson is, what is surface area and how do I find surface area of prisms? Well, one of our learning targets is I can construct nets for right rectangular prisms, and I can use these nets to compute surface area of a rectangular prism. Now, what units do we use for surface area? Well, surface area, we use units squared because we're looking at area, and area we label with an exponent of 2 because it's two-dimensional. But units that we used for volume was units cubed because it's three-dimensional, so we label it with a 3. Now let's go ahead and jump right into example number 1. If we were to take a box kind of like this prism here, and we wanted to wrap it up. So we want to cover the surface area with wrapping paper, or maybe you're painting a box. We want to find how much area for the front, for the two sides, for the back, the top, and the bottom would we need to cover the entire prism. So we're not filling it up. Volume would be filling it up. Surface area is just covering the outside. So let's take a look at this first one right here. Now, if you have some highlighters, I would recommend that you grab them, pause the video, hopefully you have 3 different colors or at least 2, and if you don't have highlighters, you can use different shapes. You could do like polka dots. So if you only have a pen or you only have a pencil, you just need to distinguish between 3 different shapes. So you can either just use a yellow highlighter, so we're going to, I'll use those here in just a second, or use dots. You can do stripes, whatever you need to do to differentiate between the different rectangles of this prism. And then you can even just leave one plain. You could draw a smiley face or squiggly marks, or if you only have one highlighter, maybe color in these 2 purple boxes with a highlighter and then use stripes and dots for the other one. But we're going to find the total surface area, which means we have to find the area of this rectangle, we have to find the area of this one, and 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 we're going to combine them all. But to make it a little bit easier on you, these 2 rectangles are the same. So if you can find the area of this yellow rectangle, it's going to be the same as this one. So no need to do these twice. Same thing. This pink rectangle will have the same area as this one. This purple and this purple have the same area. So you're only going to do the area of the 3 colors, and then we just know we have double. Okay. So I'm going to start, and if I was just using highlighter, I'm going to start with my pink rectangles. Now, if I didn't have a highlighter, I would just draw a rectangle and I would put my stripes in so that I would know I'm talking about these 2 shapes here. Well, the length and the width of this pink one right here is 6 times 2.6. So I'm going to type that into my calculator. And for one of these rectangles, so just this one on the left, it's 15.6, but I'm going to multiply this by 2 because I have 2 of them. So 15.6 is the area of this first one, times 2 will give me the area of both. So 31.2 for both of the pink rectangles. Alright, let's repeat that process with the yellow rectangles. Now if you don't have a yellow highlighter, you can just draw a box and put some polka dots. That way you know that these match up. Now I don't know any of the dimensions of this one because nothing's labeled in here, but I know some dimensions over here. So I notice the bottom of this yellow rectangle is 8, but I've got to figure out this side. Well, I noticed that this side is equal to this one, this one, this one, and this one all the way over here to the left. So this side of the yellow rectangle is the same as this pink one, which is 6. And 8 times 6 is 48. but I have 2 of these, so I have to do 48 times 2. If you don't know that one, so 8 times 6 was 48. There's 2 of those rectangles, so the total for the yellow is 96. Alright, last rectangle, we're going to do the purple. And if you didn't have a highlighter and you just left this one blank, you can just draw a blank rectangle. The length of this is 8, but the width of this one is 2.6. So we're going to calculate this. Sorry about moving my calculator in and out each time. 8 times 2.6. This is the area of 1, but I have 2 of them, so we're going to do times 2, and we get 41.6. Now what we've done, notice we've always done times 2, because for each of these that I've highlighted, there were 2 of each. And now, these 3 answers here, we are going to add all of these up for the total surface area of this entire prism. Okay, so just don't forget to do that last step of adding. So 31.2 plus 96 plus 41.6, and the total surface area is 168.8 millimeters squared. Great job.